Okay, good evening, everybody. We are in the process of, so we have two screens today. Little bit of confusion, but I think we're okay now. Hi, how are you all doing? Okay, nice, good. So we're joined with Sampath today. Because we'll be doing techniques for the diaphragm and the abdomen. So I'll tell you how to do the technique. You will do the technique with him, and I'll be supervising whether you're doing it okay. If there's something to be changed, I'll tell you. Okay, is that all right? Cool. Okay.
Hello.
So yeah, so we might have a little thoda upar niche, so please don't mind. I think we still have a few more people to come. Koi baat nahi, I think we will start off. So we'll quickly revise what we learned yesterday. And then there are two techniques from yesterday that I need to cover for you today. And then we will start with today's syllabus. Cool. Okay. So the first technique that we did yesterday was for the first one was for the temporal bones, right? So there are a few things that you have to take care of. One, the touch is very light. You use the palps of your fingers. The second is that you breathe in from your nose, breathe out of your mouth, breathing out of your mouth so that you're activating the vagus nerve, which is in the throat. Now, and third, the sound that you make, humming sound, whichever sound you make, has to be source voice. Okay, and if you're doing these techniques for someone else, they have to make the sound. You're not going to make the sound. ठीक है, वो लोग आवाज निकालेंगे, आप नहीं निकालेंगे. Cool. So the first technique we did yesterday was for the temporal bones. So we'd use the tips of our fingers, palps, the juicy part of the fingers, the palps of the fingers, lightly kept it around the ears. You breathe in from your nose, breathe out of your mouth, and we made the humming sound. This was the first technique. The second technique that we did was for the eyes. For the eyes, we did two. One was one palm covering the eyes, the other at the back of the head, right? And then you breathe in from your nose, breathe out of your mouth, and then you blink your eyes. Blink your eyes very fast, medium paced, and slow. And then you make the humming sound and let go. This was one. The second technique was thumb and index finger covering the eyes, other palm below the hairline, on the neck, because there are muscles in the neck that kind of connect with the optic nerve. So we had done this, and then we had breathed in from the nose, breathed out of the mouth, and we had made the humming sound or the ah sound, whatever works for you. Now, after the eyes, we had then gone to the empty spaces inside the bones. We had worked with the sinuses. So the sinuses was, we had worked with the biggest sinus, which is called the maxillary sinus. So the fingers next to the nose, on the cheeks very lightly. You can choose to rest your elbows on your favorite pillow. And then you breathe in, breathe out twice, and then you make your humming sound, ah sound, whatever works for you. And then we had done the Brahmastra technique, the absolute ultimate technique to look good on Zoom calls and also to make friends, which was that facial stroking. So very light touch. We lightly stroke towards the ears, kanun ki taraf. You avoid the lips, you avoid the eyes. Okay, simply because they're very sensitive regions. Okay, and we do this about 10 times. We had done this about 10 times. That's it. There was no humming sound in this. Okay, there was no humming sound involved here. Okay, after this, we came to the neck. From here, we moved down to the neck. So we had done the big muscle. So when I turn my neck to one side, you see this big muscle right here. It's called the sternocleidomastoid, SCM. Where does it begin? Begins behind the ear, where the stick of your spectacles rests behind the ears, and it ends on your collarbone. So we had done two fingers. Yeah. So two fingers behind the ear, two fingers beginning of the collarbone. Okay. How had we activated the muscle? If you're working on the right side, you slowly turn your head little to the left. You're not doing maximum. You're just doing little bit to the left, and you look a little up. Thoda sa opposite side, thoda sa upar. And you sing to the bird in the tree. Remember, breathe in, breathe out, and you make the sound, humming sound, ah sound, whatever you like. And then slowly let go. Then we had done the other side, two fingers behind the ears on the collarbone. When you do the left, you slowly turn your head little bit to the right and look a little up. That's it. Breathe in, breathe out of your mouth, and then you make the humming sound. Okay. So we had done this for the side to side movement. This helps with the side to side movement. Oh, sorry. We also did the jaws. इसके पहले हमने jaws किया था. So jaws was what? 3 fingers. 3 fingers, 1 inch in front of the ears. Okay. So basically you opened and closed and something moved under your fingers. That's the joint of your jaw. Then you keep 3 fingers in front, 1 inch in front of the ears. And then breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe out, you slowly create a little space between the fingers. थोड़ी सी हमने उंगलियों के बीच में जगह बनाई थी. Little bit of space between the fingers. Yeah. So you breathe in, breathe out. Make a little space between the fingers. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Continue to make a little more space between the fingers. And then we had made the ah sound or the humming sound, whatever works for you. Then we moved to the back of the neck. So back of the neck was how it was fingers lengthwise behind the neck. If you have shoulder pain, you can just keep one hand. That is also fine. And you breathe in. As you breathe out, you create a little space between your fingers. Keep it there. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between your fingers. And then make your humming sound and slowly relax. Okay? So this was for the neck. Then we came to the shoulder joint. So the first technique we did for the shoulder joint was the collarbone, the clavicle. So again, 2 fingers, because Jadoo is with 2 fingers. Okay, so 2 fingers, 2 fingers. So beginning of the collarbone and on the shoulder joint. Okay, so beginning of the collarbone and on the shoulder joint. And what did we do? With the innocence of a little child, we imagined that we were lengthening the bone. हमने कल्पना की हम हड्डी थोड़ी लंबी कर रहे हैं. Okay, so we are not like doing that. It's very lightly, very gently lengthening it. Okay, with the breath out. So this kind of opens up the shoulder joint. And then we did the rotator cuff. Rotator cuff was what? It's a group of muscles around the shoulders, in the front, above, behind and below. सामने, ऊपर, पीछे और नीचे. So the first group, they work complementary. वो एक दूसरे के साथ काम करते हैं. So the first technique was shoulders back, कंधे पीछे, chin forwards, थोड़ी आगे. And we went and said, I don't know, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे. What is going on? And you breathe in, breathe out. You make the humming sound, relax. And how did we work with the other group of muscles? Shoulders forwards, chin inwards. And we internally rotated the hands and said, he did it. उसने किया. उसने बोला आने के लिए. मेरे को कोई interest नहीं था. I was pushed into this workshop. So you do this, breathe in, breathe out, and then you make your humming sound. Okay? So this is what, these were the techniques we did. So we did about, I think, 9 techniques. I think I lost count. Now, there are 2 more techniques for the shoulders. One is for the ears, actually. So you remember limbic system. It is close to the temporal bones, the area of the brain that decides whether you get pain or not. जो decide करता है आप safe है नहीं है, you're safe or you're not. So another way of working with it is pulling your ears. Okay, pulling your ears. So what we will do is, I told you this, right? When you were little kids in school, when you didn't pay attention, teacher rang your ears. So what was that? It was making you more alert. So we will do that. So what we'll do is, we are basically holding the ear. Tip pe nahi pakadna hai, thumb inside, fingers behind. Comfortably, okay? Thumb inside, fingers behind. Hold your ears. All right. Now breathe in. And as you breathe out, pull your ear upwards, outwards, backwards. ऊपर की तरफ, बाहर की तरफ, पीछे की तरफ पकड़ के रखिए. Now you just hold it here. Don't pull too hard, little bit. Now breathe in and breathe out of your mouth. Once again, breathe in from your nose. Breathe out of your mouth. And now you make the humming sound. Breathe in. And relax. Okay. So when you feel like you're getting bored or you're not able to focus anymore, do this technique. This is very good. You can do this 2-3 times. Okay. The idea is, so the membranes around the brain, their arrangement is in a way that if you have to stretch them, अगर आपको brain की membranes को थोड़ा stretch करना है, उसका direction ये है, upwards, outwards, backwards. ऊपर की तरफ, बाहर की तरफ, पीछे की तरफ. It's a continuous movement. Okay, so you take it up, out, back, and just hold it here. यहाँ पकड़ के रखिए. So if somebody is starting with a headache, no, or somebody has a tendency for migraines, all of this works very well because some of the big blood vessels of the brain, badi wali jo hain, those basically are just behind this part of the ear. They're just inside. So you are actually opening up circulation. This is a very nice technique you can do. Also, if someone is not able to fall asleep, किसी को अगर नींद नहीं आ रही है, do facial stroking for them and then do the ear pull. Okay, this really works well. So this was one technique that I had missed out on telling you yesterday. Another is for the shoulders. There is a muscle that I want to show you. It's called the plate, please. Yeah. So this muscle is called the trapezius. Okay. So it basically begins from the base of the head all the way till the shoulders, then down till this part of the back. Okay. So it is a diamond shaped muscle. You know, trapezius, trapezoid, if you remember geometry, you know, it is in the shape of a diamond. This muscle is called the trapezius muscle. This muscle can create a lot of trouble to give you upper back and shoulder pain. Okay, it can create a lot of trouble for you. So if you see, it is attached to the base of the head on the top. It is attached to the base of the head right here. You see this? It is attached at the base of the head. So for this, we did ye wala technique, fingers and then opening it. Then on the sides, it is attached to the shoulders. Idhar, na? So for this, you can do the collarbone, you can do the rotator cuff. I don't know, he did it wala technique. And then for the rest of the fibers, there is a very nice technique that you can do. This is one of the most beautiful and very nice muscles. You can make it your friend. If you make the trapezius your friend, you will never get shoulder problems. ठीक है? And you see this, ये वाला जो area है, जब लोगों को stress होता है तो ये करते हैं, यहाँ दबा दो. You seen this? You want something from your mummy, you press her shoulder, कहती हाँ बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है और दबाओ. So this is the trapezius muscle. Okay, so we will be working with this. So what are you going to do? See, it is a very simple technique. It's one of the oldest techniques of osteopathy. Okay, and you basically activate it by moving your hands. आप अपने हाथ हिला के इसको activate करते हो. Okay, so what I want you to do is just get up, walk 3 steps and come back, or go look at yourself in a mirror and come back. Side posture. How is your side profile? There a side profile देखिए आइए अपना. No, I tell them how to do it and then you go into spotlight. Done? Check kar liya? Okay, so now what you will do is you will do the technique with Sampath. I'll just tell you what we are going to do. We are basically just going to hold our hands. One elbow is held with one palm, the other palm rests in the elbow, and then we are just going to move our arms at different levels. Isko hum alag-alag levels pe hilayenge. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. So what you have to do is, so you cradle your arms. Okay, so you cradle your arms. One palm holds one elbow. The other palm is inside the elbow. Drop your arms loose. Dheela chhod dijiye niche. Only the arms will move. Your body will not move. Sirf haath hilenge. Okay, so let's begin. Right to left. Let's do it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Okay, now bring up your arms at the level of the chin. The level of the chin. Okay, and now only the arms will move. Only the arms, you will not move. Okay, so 1, slowly. 2, aram se. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and relax. Now we will take the arms above the head. आपके जो हाथ हैं सिर के ऊपर. Above the head, only the arms will move. Only the arms will move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And relax. Very nice. Cool. And now take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Take another deep breath in. And breathe out of your mouth. Very nice. Okay, now get up, go check your side profile and come back. Okay, how is it? Little different, yeah? So all day we go like this. See, the problem with the problem with the trapezius muscle is that it tends to loosen itself. It gets a little lazy. Okay, because the muscles of the chest are also very strong. The muscles of the chest, muscles of the neck. So when they tend to take over, trapezius bechara haar jata hai. Then it loses the battle. Then it's like, oh, I have nothing to do. So keep activating your trapezius, especially when you're working on the laptop, you're working on your cell phones and all. Make sure you can do this technique. You can do this as many times as you want in a day. I call it the disco technique. Okay, so you can do this. This is also a technique that children can do. Okay, so the techniques in this workshop are for people 18 years and above. They are not for little kids. Generally, they have very resilient systems. But if you really want somebody below the age of 18 to do, then the disco technique they can do. Okay, also the ear pulling you can do for them, nothing else. All right, cool. So shall we start with today's syllabus? All right, so let's begin with today's syllabus. Okay, so we will be working with the rib cage. So I just want you to look at the rib cage. It's like facial stroking techniques also you can do for children. Yes, no problem. That also you can do. It really helps to calm them down. Facial stroking also you can do. Facial stroking you can do for animals also. It is such a nice, friendly technique. You can also do it for your pets. If you have pets, do it for them. I had a parrot. I used to do it for him. Okay, so you can do it for dogs, cats, whatever you have, it works. So I want you to look at the rib cage. It's a very beautiful cage of bones. It's like a protective cage of bones that protects the lungs and the heart. We all know this, right? We've all learned this in school. correct? So the pink structures that you see inside the bones are the lungs. Heart nahi dikh raha hai. It is like, for some reason it is not there in this picture. You are looking at it from the front. ये आप सामने से देख रहे हैं. And then the picture below is looking at it from the back. Okay, you are looking at the rib cage from the back side. All right. So if you look at this picture, the white part is the bones and the blue part is cartilage. So what is cartilage? See, your ears are made up of cartilage. The tip of your nose is made up of cartilage. So cartilage is something that can stretch. Bones cannot stretch. Bones are hard. They're supposed to be sitting in one particular place. Okay. The cartilage is something that can stretch. So why is it there? So that when you breathe in, the cartilage stretches, the rib cage opens, and it allows the lungs to expand. And when you breathe out, it comes back. So the cartilage is responsible for the elasticity of your rib cage. Okay? Plays a very important role. And this joint between the bone and cartilage sometimes can be very tender. कभी कभी ना, especially if you are sitting slouched for a long time, आप झुक के बैठे हुए हैं, then these joints can get a little tender. So we'll do some techniques that helps to open up the rib cage. Okay, we will also be working with this bone in the center called the sternum. We'll do that in the next technique. Okay, so we will begin working with the rib cage. All right. So what I want you to do now is, I want you to feel your rib cage. Let's feel our rib cages. Okay, so this is our collarbone. ऊपर हमारा collarbone है ना? And then you just run your hands. You will feel bones, parallel bones. Keep running your hands on your chest. For some of you, थोड़ा सा tender हो सकता है. It could be a little tender, especially if people are deficient in vitamin D. Na, it can be a little tender. And then when you come below, you'll find that it ends in a slanting way. You can actually feel the base of your rib cage. वो सीधा नहीं होता है, वो ऐसा होता है. Okay, this is the base of your rib cage, right? And there are two ribs on the sides that actually don't come and attach. Those are the ones that can give you. So here, sometimes people tend to get pain here. This is because there are two ribs that don't come all the way. They begin and then वो रुक जाते हैं यहाँ पे. They got lazy, they never attached. So when people are sitting like this place can also become a little painful. Okay, so the idea of the rib cage is, when you breathe in, your lungs open, the rib cage also opens, the cartilage stretches, and your lungs are able to open up. When you breathe out, it relaxes. Okay, so we'll do some very simple techniques for the rib cage. So let's do a before and after. So technique करने के पहले breathe in, breathe out, अपनी सांस check कर लीजिए एक बार. Breathe in and breathe out. See how you're feeling. So you know what we'll do? You'll do the technique with Sampath. I'll just tell you what we're going to do. Your left palm will go on the right side. Okay, your left palm goes on the right side. Right hand will go above the head. And then you will bend to the left side. Okay, it's as simple as that. So we are not doing stretching and flexibility exercises here. So you don't have to touch the floor. We are just giving a hint to connective tissue fascia. वहाँ पे जो है बस उसको hint देना है कि तुम्हें इतना करना है. Okay, so I'll explain it where. I'll explain it again. Don't worry, you will now do it with Sampath. So what are you going to do? Left palm goes on the right side on the rib cage. Okay, left palm on the right side. The right hand goes above the head. There, like this. The right hand goes above the head. Okay, now you breathe in, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, bend to your left. Bend to your left. ऊपर का हाथ जिस तरफ है ना, बस उसी तरफ आपको bend. Little bit. Now breathe in again, and as you breathe out, bend a little more. थोड़ा और. Breathe out of your mouth, bend a little more. That's it. पल्लवी जी, आप उल्टा bend कर रही हैं. Where the upper hand is, no, you have to bend that side. हाँ, correct. Now breathing in, come back. सांस लेते हुए वापस आइए. And breathe out. Relax. Okay. Very nice. Now breathe in and breathe out. See, is there a difference between the two sides? ऐसे कार के टायर्स में अनइक्वल हवा अगर आ जाए ना, it feels like one is a little more bouncy, one is a little closer to the ground. Okay, it's very simple. You are touching the ribs on the side you want to open, and then you are opening the rib cage. That's what you're doing. Let's do the other side. Let's do the other side. We'll repeat it. Don't worry, we'll repeat. So we'll do the other side. So now we take the right hand, place it on the left side below the armpit. Thoda sa niche, below the armpit. You can feel your ribs there, na? And the left hand goes on top of the head. Aisa, relax, chill. This is like, you know how you lie down? Haan, main chill kar raha hai, like that. You just sit comfortably. Okay, now breathe in, saans lijiye. And as you breathe out, gently bend to the right. Little bit. Okay, take another deep breath in. Ek aur saans lijiye. And as you breathe out, bend a little more to the right. That's it. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, relax. So why are we keeping a hand on the rib cage? To take the brain's attention there. That's all. Okay, this hand on the rib cage is not doing too much. You are, what happens, abhi, when you close your eyes, abhi aankheं khuli rakhi hai. Apne gaal pe ungli rakhi, everybody touch your cheek. Where is all the attention of your brain going? Here, something is touching you. That's it. We are just tricking the brain into relaxing. Okay. So whenever you touch a particular part of the body, you're taking the attention of the brain and then you're stretching it. Okay. Is it okay? Or do you want to repeat it? Do you want to repeat the technique? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Half people. Yes. Half. Okay. So let's do this again. Left hand on the right side of the rib cage. Okay, left hand on the right side of the rib cage. Okay, right hand on top of the head. Okay, now breathe in. Wherever the upper hand is facing, breathe out and bend to that side. That's it. Very nice. Take another breath in. Breathe out, bend a little more. That's it. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, relax. Okay, na? It's clear now. Let's do the other side. Right palm, left side of the rib cage. Okay. Left hand on top of the head. Now, where is the left hand pointing? Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend towards that. Bend to the right. That's it. Once again, breathe in. Breathe out, bend a little more. Thanks. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, relax. Okay. We don't do the humming sound here because stretching and doing humming is a little difficult. Okay. So when you're sitting in the center, like when your body is in the midline, then doing a humming sound is easy. But if you think you can do a humming sound, you can do it. आपको लगता है आप कर सकते हो तो आप कर लो. All right. So this is okay. This is for opening up. So now breathe. Yes, breathe in with the nose and breathe out with the mouth. Okay. All right. You're feeling good? Cool. So let's move on. We'll now work with another important bone of the ribcage called the sternum. All right. So this bone, this is called the sternum. Ye wala jo hai na, this bone in the center. So you can feel it. You can actually tap it. ऐसा आवाज आता है उस पे. Doctors know, they percuss on it. You can tap on it. It's like tapping wood. Sternum. It's a very strong bone in the body. All right. And this is where all the ribs are attached. आपकी सारी rib ना यहाँ पे attach होती हैं. So the lungs, when they move, one, they open on the sides. They also open in the front because it's a three-dimensional structure, right? So when the lungs open in the front, the sternum needs to be able to move. So the sternum can also stretch a little bit. A lot of times the sternum is stuck because ये हड्डियों के बीच में जो खाली जगह है ना, यहाँ पे सारा मसल होता है. There's no empty space in the body. It's all filled with muscles. So if these muscles go into spasm because you're like this all day, you're in a slouched position, then these muscles can become tight. Then the sternum can't move, right? So we will work with this bone. We'll work with the sternum. Again, the technique is very simple. All that we're going to do is we're just going to be placing our palm. So you know what? Let's just feel the movement of the sternum. Keep your hand on your sternum bone. अपने हाथ sternum पे रखिए. Now breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So you see, it raises and falls, rises and falls. Do you feel it? It has a tendency to lift up and go down, lift up and go down. So we will just exaggerate this movement. इसी movement को हम थोड़ा सा exaggerate करेंगे. All right. So this is what we're going to work with. You know, there are osteopaths in the whole world who work only with the sternum and the rib cage. वो और किसी part of the body पे हाथ नहीं लगाते हैं. They only work with breathing and they fix people. All right. So what are we going to do? It's very simple. One palm on the sternum. On top of it, another palm. एक हथेली उसके ऊपर दूसरी हथेली. All right. So the technique that you will be doing, I'll tell you, and then you will do it with him. Basically, what you're going to do is you breathe in, and as you breathe out, you pull it a little down. थोड़ा सा नीचे खींचना, a little bit. Hold it there. Breathe in. You breathe out. Pull it a little more, and then breathing in, you relax. That's it. That's all you're going to do. But it's going to change the way you breathe. Okay? So let's do a before and after. Breathe in and breathe out. Check your breath. Okay, just see how you're breathing. Just check your breath. All right. So now let's do the technique. One palm on the sternum. एक हथेली उसके ऊपर दूसरी हथेली. Your palms are a little towards the ground. Little bit. They are towards the ground. ठीक है? हाँ, diagonally. Don't keep them horizontal. Then it will become like धक धक करने लगा. We're not doing that. We're keeping a little towards the ground. Okay, so you're following the fibers. All right. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out of your mouth and pull it a little down. थोड़ा नीचे खींचिए उसको. Hold it there. वहीं पे पकड़िए. Hold it there. Now take another deep breath in from your nose. Breathe out of your mouth. Pull it a little lower. और थोड़ा नीचे खींचिए. Let's do this one more time. Hold it there. वहीं पकड़िए. Breathe in. सांस लीजिए. Breathe out of your mouth and pull it a little lower. थोड़ा और नीचे खींचिए. Now breathing in. सांस लेते हुए. Slowly release it. Let go. That's it. And you take your hands away. That's it. Okay. Now breathe in and breathe out. Now breathe in and breathe out. How are you feeling? You see, there's a lightness that comes here. Here also, humming sound is optional. Okay, because you're like, it will not happen. Okay, so you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. If you keep it very light, then you can do a humming sound. But if you're like, you know, like that, मेरे को दर्द हो रहा है, दबाओ दबाओ. If you're like that, then don't make a humming sound. It's okay. Okay, but be gentle. If you're gentle, then the humming sound may happen. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Okay, you're already breathing, you're already activating the vagus. Cool, is this okay? आगे बढ़े? Shall we move ahead? Yeah, all right, so let's go to the next picture. So there is a very beautiful concept in osteopathy. We use the concept of an infinity sign. Okay, so infinity sign is what? A number 8 that got lazy and went to sleep. 8 number, आलसी होके सो गया. That is infinity sign. Okay, so infinity sign means what? There is no beginning and there is no end. It just keeps flowing into each other. So in osteopathy, there is a very beautiful concept where they talk about where does the body begin and where does it end. Can you tell? There is no beginning and no end, na? The body just continues. The one organ continues into the next, one system continues into the next. It is seamless. So there is a sense of infinity in the body. And also that, osteopathy has a little holistic spiritual approach to it. So when you look at the body as a complete system, it is a complete holistic system that knows how to fix itself. There are no loose ends. It just knows how to fix itself. So the concept of infinity is very, very powerful, and it is present. A lot of osteopaths use the concept of infinity. So we will also use this infinity concept and work. Okay? So let's go on to the next picture. So this that you are seeing, this muscle is called the diaphragm. All right. So can you see the arrow on the screen, everybody? Yeah, you can see it, right? Okay. All right. So this is the lower border of your rib cage. ये आपके rib cage का lower border है. Remember, we had felt it. हमने उसको महसूस किया था शुरुआत में. So this is the lower border of your rib cage. Along the lower border of your rib cage is attached one of the most powerful muscles in the body called the diaphragm. Okay? So from one end of the rib cage all the way to the other end of the rib cage, it is the widest muscle in your body. जितना wide आपका rib cage है, उतना wide diaphragm है. As wide as your rib cage, that wide is your diaphragm. Okay? And you would notice that it is a dome-shaped muscle. It's not a flat muscle. It is dome-shaped. So why is it dome-shaped? It is dome-shaped because when you breathe in, जब आप सांस लेते हैं, so you see this, the lungs are sitting on top of the diaphragm. जो हमारे lungs हैं ना, वो diaphragm के ऊपर बैठे हैं. So when you breathe in, जब आप सांस लेते हैं, lungs open and the diaphragm flattens. So the muscle that is like a dome, when you breathe in, it flattens, creating more space for the lungs to open. And when you breathe out, it comes back into dome shape, helping the lungs to relax. Okay, so the function of diaphragm is not just for breathing, it also helps to massage the abdominal organs. Okay, क्योंकि उसके नीचे तो पेट है. So when you take a deep breath in, the diaphragm flattens and tickles your stomach, pancreas, intestines. It massages your abdominal organs. And as you breathe out, it comes back again in place and massages the lungs. Okay. Now, a lot of stress in the body sits here. Have you noticed when you're stressed, you cannot breathe comfortably? Siskiyan suni aapne? Like this, people go when they are stressed, which is what the diaphragm is not able to move the way it should be able to move. Okay, so we will work with the diaphragm and help to open up breathing. Also, if you are somebody who practices yoga or pranayam, you would have seen the moment you start doing deep breaths, digestion becomes better. Bowel movement becomes better. Have you noticed it? भूख लगने लगती है, खाना ठीक से पचने लगता है. That's because the diaphragm is moving the way it should. Okay, so we will now work with the diaphragm. It's a beautiful muscle attached to the lower border of the rib cage from one side to the other side. It's like a parachute. Okay, so we will work with this muscle. Cool. So what are we going to do? I want you to feel the lower border of your rib cage. First, I'll tell you what to do, and then we will go into the technique. All right. So, no, you need to put me back. Right. So what we're going to do is, I want you to feel the lower border of your rib cage. So everybody follow your rib cage and feel the lower border of your rib cage. एक तरफ से दूसरे तरफ तक ना आपको फील होगा ये. इट मे बी अ लिटिल टेंडर, तो ज्यादा मत घुसिएगा अंदर. डोंट गो टू डीप इन. जस्ट फील द लोअर बॉर्डर ऑफ योर रिब केज. ऑलराइट, yeah. So diaphragm muscle is attached literally from here all the way till here. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to, the technique, I'll tell you the technique is, you're going to use the tips of your fingers. आप अपनी उंगलियों के छोर को इस्तेमाल करेंगे. And you will place it along the lower border of your rib cage. So you can place it here, you can place it here, you can place it here, wherever it's comfortable for you, because the diaphragm is attached all over. So you'll basically place your fingers and then breathe in, and as you breathe out, you'll create a little space between your fingers. All right. And then we will also do the infinity sign. We'll do it together. All right, we'll do it together. So infinity sign is you'll just keep your fingers and you will move your nose in the shape of an infinity. Okay, so we'll do this step by step. Dheere dheere karenge. We'll do this together. All right, so let's begin by finding the lower border of the rib cage. अपने rib cage की lower border ढूंढ लीजिए. Find the lower border of your rib cage. All right. Okay. And once you have found a comfortable place, place the tips of your fingers along the lower border of the rib cage. Wherever it is comfortable, you place your fingers along the lower border of the rib cage. Okay. All right. Now take a deep breath in. लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. Breathe out of your mouth. Very nice. This time, take a deep breath in. लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out of your mouth, create a little space between your fingers. Hold the fingers there. Another deep breath in. Breathe out of your mouth. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between your fingers. Okay? All right. Now let's do this one more time. Breathe in. Saans lijiye. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between your fingers. Very nice. Now this time, breathe in. Saans lijiye. Hold your breath. Saans rokiye. Hold your breath. And with the tip of your nose, make small infinities in the air. Make small infinities in the air. Small ones. Yeah, small ones. As long as you can. And when you have to breathe out, relax, breathe out. Saans chodiye. We'll do this once again. Breathe in. Saans lijiye. Hold your breath. And make small infinities with the tip of your nose 4 to 5 times. And stop. And now breathe out. And relax. Bring your hands down. All right. Okay. Now breathe in, breathe out. How are you feeling? You feeling okay? Yes? Okay, awesome. Breathing is easier, no? सांस थोड़ी खुल जाती है. The breath just opens. Very nice. So this is clear, right? The infinity part is clear to you, no? So you basically do this 2-3 times. Then you breathe in, hold your breath, and with the tip of your nose, make small infinities. अच्छा ये नहीं करना है. This we are not doing, okay? You will strain your neck. Using the tip of your nose, chota chota, just small infinities. 4 to 5 infinities. Then stop and breathe out. Okay? And you know what? This infinity thing is so powerful. You can use this infinity for any part of your body. As funny as it sounds, if you have pain in your neck, the infinity that you have to do is bahut chota sa. Okay, it's very small, just with the tip of your nose. Very small infinities. Don't make it very big. Okay, just small infinities. Right? In fact, when we work with osteopathy on our patients, and you know, when there is a muscle knot or there is something restricted, we actually go in and we make the infinity movement with the hands. We make with the hands and things. So it's something very beautiful. Okay, so this is the end of the techniques for the shoulders and the chest. Okay, now we will move to the abdomen. Now we will go to the abdomen. Is that okay? Yeah. Acha. If you feel like you have to go to the bathroom, you have to have water, you feel like finite infinity, yes. If you feel like yawning, it's all allowed. Okay, it's all okay. I'm going very slow So if you have to get up, go to the bathroom, come back, or you feel like yawning, you feel a little sleepy, it is absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So all of this is in sitting position. Yes. All of this is done in sitting position. All right. So we will now move towards the gut. Okay. So just to show you how well the body packages everything. All right. So everything is stuck in it. Until now, we have worked on the structures above the lower border of the rib cage. So you see the lower border of the rib cage. Above the lower border of the rib cage, we have worked. Now we will come down. Do you want to take a 1 minute break? Do you want a break? You want to take a 1 minute break? If anybody wants to go ahead, no problem. Okay. Yeah, we can take a 1 minute break. It's okay. Any doubts you have until now? If you have any doubts, just raise your hand and we'll just unmute you. Okay, so people seem to. What is the reason for breathing out through the mouth? Activating the vagus. So this gets activated. Okay, so breathing out through the mouth is simply activating the vagus. That's all. Okay, all right. You can keep sipping water and all, huh? Take care of yourselves. What does humming do? Activates the vagus. Keep your finger on your throat. Go ooh, ee, all of it. You get feelings. This is where the vagus runs. Okay, so that's what it is doing. All right. Chalo, let's begin with the abdomen. So we now worked with the area above the rib cage. Okay. Now below the rib cage, there is a very nicely compacted area of organs. Okay. There is the liver on the right. There's the spleen on the left. Stomach in the center. Okay. Then there are all these intestines, large intestine, small intestine. All of this. This is all. Sure, Ruby. Yeah. So all of these are sitting very nicely and well packed in your abdomen. And it is largely dependent on the movement of your diaphragm. The deeper you can breathe, the better your diaphragm moves, the better it helps with your digestion. Okay. So we will be doing a few techniques for the liver, for the spleen, and we'll be doing something for the intestine. All right. So we'll be doing a few techniques for this. So to give you a point of reference, okay, if this is the navel, around the navel, nabi ke aspas, you have your intestines. Pancreas is on the left, liver, gallbladder is on the right, spleen is also on the left. Okay, so we'll be doing like 3-4 techniques and we will be finishing it with a very nice awareness exercise for the pelvis. All right, so we'll work with this. Okay. So basically, so this is your diaphragm. This is the lower border of your rib cage. This is the diaphragm. On the right side, below the rib cage, is the liver. ठीक है? आपके rib cage के नीचे, diaphragm के नीचे, right side पे आपका liver है. On the left side is the spleen. It is a little deep in, but anyways, on the left side is your spleen. And then around the navel, you have the intestines. Okay? So we will do a technique for the liver. We will do one for the spleen. And we will do one for the intestines. After that, we will go to the lower part of the pelvis. Okay, so the technique for the liver and the spleen is very similar to the technique of the rib cage. Okay, very similar to the technique of the rib cage. The only difference is you bend towards the area of the organ. Okay, for example, if you are going to work on the liver, if we're going to work on the liver, my hand will come on the right side below my rib cage. ठीक है, right side में मेरा हाथ आएगा rib cage के नीचे. Left will go over the head. I breathe in and I breathe out and bend towards the liver. So when I do that, what am I doing? I'm compressing it a little. इसको मैं थोड़ा सा compress कर रही हूँ, which is enough. Because digestive organs have their own blood supply. We don't want to mess with it too much. Abdominal organs are very sponge-like. They are like syrupy cake. They are full of syrup. They are full of blood. So we don't mess with them too much. Thoda sa we will do, because there are self-care techniques. No, you'll also be doing this for your family. So not too much. Okay. So let's do a technique for the liver. हम liver के लिए एक technique करेंगे. So right palm goes on the right side below the rib cage. ठीक है? Right palm on the right side below the rib cage. Left hand goes over the head. आपका left हाथ जो है सिर के ऊपर जाएगा. All right? Okay. And now you take a deep breath in. लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out of your mouth, bend to your right. सांस छोड़ते हुए right side की तरफ bend कीजिए. Little bit, very little. Again, breathe in. एक और बार सांस लीजिए. Now, as you breathe out of your mouth, bend a little more to the right. Same side we are bending. Sampath is a yoga teacher. He tends to bend a little much. Don't look at him. Do just very little. Okay. Breathing in, come back. सांस लेते हुए वापस आइए. And breathing out, relax. That's it. Very nice. Okay. Now let's do for the spleen. So left hand below the rib cage. Okay, left hand below the rib cage. Right hand on top of the head. आपका right हाथ सिर के ऊपर. Now take a deep breath in. लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, bend to your left. So as you bend, you will feel a slight compression happening on your spleen. Little bit of inward pressure. Once again, deep breath in from your nose. And as you breathe out, bend a little more to the left. Very nice. Breathing in, come back. सांस लेते हुए वापस आइए. And breathing out, relax. That's it. Okay. These are techniques for the liver and the spleen. Now, the thing with these techniques is that you don't do them more than once a week. Okay. Don't do it every day. It's not advised. See, the body has its own internal metabolism going on, has its own internal systems, and organs are not muscles, which means they have a good way of functioning. Okay, organs don't become tight. The structures around the organs, the fascia around the organs tends to become tight. So organs have their own blood supply. So don't mess with it too much. Even if you are going to do this for your family, परिवार वालों के लिए भी करेंगे, तो ज़्यादा नहीं करना है. Just once a week. Okay, don't do it more than that. And you know, the liver, it's a very interesting organ. The liver also signifies infinity. You know how? It is the only organ that can regenerate itself. Did you know this? Liver is a lizard's tail. Liver is the only organ that can regenerate itself. You can actually transplant liver. You can donate a piece of your liver to someone and it will grow back. Okay. And you know what liver is called in Hindi? It's called jigar. Jigri dost, you've heard. Jigri dost means friends forever. It's an infinite friendship that doesn't end. Or in old movies, those Madhubala Meena Kumari movies, where they tell the baby, "You are my jigar ka tukda." Basically, they're saying you're a piece of my liver, which means my love for you will never end. And I used to think jigar is the heart. So when it is nazar ke samne, it's not jigar ke paas, it is jigar ke paas. It just means it's an infinite love. I don't think even the hero in that song had an idea, because he keeps saying nazar ke samne jigar ke paas. It's not jigar. It's jigger, it's the liver. Okay, so the liver has its own circulatory system. It is soaked full of blood. Okay, so don't poke it too much. Okay, and it is also the internal analysis system. The liver not only metabolizes food, it also metabolizes emotions, perceptions, opinions, all of it. It is responsible for a sense of youth. There are these proven case studies where a 60 or 70-year-old man was given liver from a 25-year-old boy who had died in an accident, and all his hair turned black, his skin became nice, he like became young again. So that was all a game of the liver. So liver is responsible, it's a very large part of our personality. Actually, in osteopathy, there are textbooks dedicated to the liver. Okay, so liver has a lot of blood in it. That is why we do, even the spleen. Okay, spleen also, these are very delicate organs. So just once a week, and even for your family, we do it once a week. Okay. Okay, so now let's come to the intestines. Let's work with the intestines. So no. So the intestines is where the intestine is around the navel. Na? Around the navel is your intestine. This is your intestine. So we will do something called a functional release for the intestine. I will just tell you the technique or what is the role of the spleen. Spleen is called the graveyard of the red blood cells. It helps to remove old blood cells. And spleen is also responsible for immunity. It is an immune organ. It plays a very big role in immunity. So it does renewal of blood cells. Okay, and it also gives you a lot of strength and immunity. That is why these are self-sufficient systems. Zyada poke nahi karna hai. Okay, once a week. Okay, so for the intestines, so this was an osteopath called Viola Fryman. She was one of the women pioneers of osteopathy. So basically what we do is you hold the intestine and you move it in areas of ease. Okay, so this is a very good technique if you want to lose weight. You know why? Because when you hold your stomach solid, motivation aata hai weight lose karne ke liye. Okay, so so what you're going to do basically is you're going to hold the stomach. Okay, we're not like squeezing it. You're going to hold the stomach because the intestines are here. So you're going to hold the stomach and then you're going to move in different directions. Okay, so for example, I'm moving it right and left. So between right and left, I see which is easier. Right can be easier or left can be easier. You just remember and notice. Then up and down, which is easier? Up is easier or down is easier? Just remember. Then you do clockwise, anti-clockwise. So you see which is easier, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Once you have remembered, now what we will do is we will take it in the areas of ease. So for me, right was easy, up was easy, clockwise was easy. So now I will hold my tummy. I take it right, up, clockwise. Hold it there. Now hold it there, breathe in, breathe out, and we'll make the humming sound. So now there is a section of population where they have no tummy. Okay, so on my third workshop, when I said you have to hold your stomach, in the chat box, one question blipped. What stomach? So for those blessed group of people who have flat stomachs, okay, who have concave stomachs, for them, don't hold it, place your palms. You place your palms, you check right, left, up, down, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Now you take it in the 3 areas of ease, where it is easy, 3 areas of ease. So wherever it is, it could be wherever it is easy, hold it there, breathe in, breathe out, and we make the humming sound. ठीक है? आराम से करेंगे, slowly करेंगे. ठीक है? It's a very nice technique. It's called functional release. You can use this for any part of the body. In fact, osteopaths, there are a few people who do only functional releases. So we will do this. Okay. Okay. So let's find the stomach, get motivated to lose weight, catch hold of your belly. ठीक है? बहुत tightly नहीं पकड़ना है, आराम से, धीरे से. Okay. Now move it left and right. left and right, and just once or twice you move it. That's it. And see where is it easy. For some it may be left may be easy, for some right may be easy. For you both is easy, choose one side. Just remember it, which is easy. Okay? Now do up and down, upar niche, easily. Okay, up and down. That's it. You just move it once or twice, not more than that. And just remember which is easy. Up is easy or down is easy. Okay. Now you rotate the stomach clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay, just do it twice. That's it. Okay, now you remember which is easy. Now you relax. Now what we will do is, we will continuously take it in areas of ease. So hold the stomach. Between left and right, which was easy, take it to that side. Up and down, which was easy, take it there. Clockwise, anti-clockwise, which was easy, take it there. That's it. Just hold it there now. Take a deep breath in and breathe out of your mouth. Take another deep breath in and breathe out of your mouth. We'll make the ah sound. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. And relax. That's it. Okay. Clear? Is this okay for you? You're basically taking the part of the body areas of ease. जहाँ पे आपको आसानी है, आप वहाँ पे ले जाते हैं. Okay, we're not taking it in areas of difficulty. All right. So basically, you're holding the abdomen. You're checking left, right. 3 areas of movement: left, right, above, down, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Any for the pancreas? So pancreas actually sits on top of the umbilicus. Okay. So if this is your navel, if this is your navel, your pancreas is sitting on top of the navel, about 2 to 3 inches above, and it is present in the shape of a leaf. From right to left, it is not like this, it is in the shape of a leaf. So it has a very beautiful seaweed kind of a movement. You can do the same here also. So you can't like hold the pancreas. You just place a hand. You can do in a diagonal direction. You do up, down, right, left, clockwise, anti-clockwise, and then take it in that parameter. Wherever it is easy, hold it there and you can let go. Okay. So this is one that you can do for the pancreas. It is not there in the ebook, but if you understand the concept of functional release, you can do it for any part of the body. Another is also that organs of the abdomen get their nerve supply from the same level of the spine. So if your pancreas is here, the nerve supply is coming from exactly behind on the spine. So if I sit like this, okay, so if my pancreas is here, the nerve supply is coming from here. So what you can also do is you can keep one hand behind, one in the front. But just know that, these are relief techniques. Treatment ideally is best done by an osteopath, because we do a lot of todfod and all that, and we do movement of organs and all, but it just needs to be very precise and accurate. These two are safe techniques. These you can do. Functional release of the pancreas. One hand behind on the back, one hand in the front. This also you can do. All right. Okay. So clear with this? Shall we move ahead? Yeah. Okay. So we will now work with a very interesting area of the body. It is called the pelvis. Okay. So the pelvis, all right. So the pelvis is basically, wait, I think I need to make you find your bones first, and then we'll come back to this. All right. So what I want you to do is find your navel, अपनी नाभि ढूंढ लीजिए. All right, and from the navel, very gently keep pressing and keep coming down. About 4 to 6 inches below the navel, you will hit a bone in the center here, not on the sides. So straight down from the navel. From the navel, gently keep pressing down, pressing down, pressing down. You'll find a bone in the center. It will be very close to your genitals. आपके जननेंद्रिय के बहुत पास होगा. Did you find it? You might have to press a little deep. Did you find it? There's a bone in the center. If it is difficult, you can stand up and see. Okay, so you stand up. This is your navel. You move down. Okay, about 4 inches, 4 to 6 inches, till you hit a bone in the center. It is very close to your genitals. Okay, it's a definite bone. You will hit it, and then a bone behind. So bone behind is where your buttocks begin. जहाँ पे आपके पृष्ठ शुरू होते हैं ना, just there. So from the lower back, just exactly where your buttocks begin, there is a bone here. It's called the tailbone. A lot of people call it the tailbone. It is right here in the center. Okay, so there's a bone behind and there's a bone in the front. Did you find it? Yeah? Okay. Between these two bones is your pelvis. Okay, so this is the area we will be working with. Okay, so this is a female section. This is the bone in the front. Okay, this is the bone in the front that you felt below the navel, 4 to 6 inches below the navel. This is the bone you felt behind. This is your tailbone, just at the beginning of the buttocks. The midline of the buttocks, just at the beginning is this tailbone. Between these two, you see the number of structures here. So in the female section, there is a bladder, there's a uterus, okay, and there is a rectum. So organ of excretion, organ of creation, organ of excretion. In a male specimen, it will be bladder, prostate, and rectum. So again, organ of excretion, organ of reproduction, organ of excretion. And you see this, it is like a jhula. It's like a swing, like a hammock between these two bones. So if you see this, have you seen these? You would have seen these in markets, you would have seen these in resorts, right? They are tied between trees. So between the bone in the front and the bone at the back, literally it is hanging. There is a fascial sling. It is like a sling. If you've seen those wrestlers, they wear a langot. You've seen they wear these, or these sumo wrestlers, they wear this. So that literal sling of connective tissue fascia holds the most important organs in the body. The most important organs, the organs of excretion, this cleanses us, organs of reproduction. So in a way, our survival as a species is dependent on the pelvic floor. If there is something funny going on here, it is very difficult to survive. Okay, so this then becomes an extremely important part of the body to work with. All right, so now let's try a experiential exercise. Okay, so I just want you all to sit comfortably. Keep your eyes open. Okay, so now let's see something. All right, so if I'm going to tell you that, listen, I have very powerful friends. Okay, I have been doing osteopathy CST for 14 years. I know the who's who in the country. I've seen all of them, and I have very powerful friends. And the lockdown is actually not over. Tomorrow, the lockdown is going to start again. They're going to, you know how Modi ji is, he announces everything at midnight. So today at midnight, he's going to announce that for the next 2 weeks, the country is going to be shut. Whatever you want to buy, you have to go and buy it now in the next few hours and come back. There is no time. There'll be curfew. You cannot step out. What is happening? You feel something? I go ahead and say, no, I don't know anybody. I'm just joking. I've just treated normal people. So did you feel something tightening in your pelvis and then letting go and loosening, saying what is wrong with her? It's a joke, right? So lot of stress in our life, we hold it here. In animals, we can see it because they pull their tail between the legs. You've seen dogs, when they're scared, patang, the tail goes between the legs. Human beings, we don't have a tail. We lost it. So what happens? We tighten the pelvic floor. So you're going to go into an appraisal meeting, tightening. Going to meet your mother-in-law, tightening. Salary has not come, tightening. You know, company is going to do layoffs, tightening. Maid has not come, tightening of the pelvis. All of this, you know. So we hold a lot of stress in our pelvic floor. And that is the beginning of a lot of diseases because rectum is there. You know? So even if someone is constipated, as simple as constipation, tight pelvic floor, painful periods, tight pelvic floor, prostate enlargement, tight pelvic floor. So a lot of these things can actually be helped if we know how to open up the pelvic floor. And then being in an amazing country like India, traditionally, it is not a topic of discussion at all. So half the people don't even feel their pelvis because it's not a part of discussion, right? So that's just how it is. Okay, but our existence, our creation and evolution as a species is sitting there, right there. So in a way, in osteopathy, our identity is in the pelvis. Part of our identity, physical identity is though definitely there. Intellectually also, our identity is there. And also, if you look at the yogic philosophy, the first basic chakra is also, the first two chakras are also there. Okay, so this is an area that can hold a lot of stress. Okay, and it is important to release it. You know why? Because that connects both to the upper body and the lower body. And the center of our, the central fulcrum of the center of curvature, we say, you know, the central axis of the body is at that pelvic level. So if it is loosened up, if the pelvis becomes weak, there is a tendency to slouch forwards. Have you seen old men? They walk like this, butts out, stomach forwards. Old women tend to slouch forwards. Old women, they walk like this, right? So the pelvis is actually the center of your gravity, that level of spine. So we will work with that. Okay, so when we work with abdominal organs, you know, the feel is very different. So you may feel a little emotional, you may have certain memories coming up, or you may just feel very free and relaxed. Just be open to it. Lot of nerve endings there. One of the major parts of nervous system is also present there. Okay, so we will work with the pelvis. This is also one of the most beautiful holds you can do for yourself. When you're going to do this for others, please do not stick your hand there. One chapad will come on the face. Take permission. Okay, so you can ask the person to keep their hand on the pelvic bone and place your hand over it, or they can just simply place their hands. You can guide them into it. Okay, so we'll do a technique for the pelvic floor now. All right, so I just need you to get up, walk 4 steps and come back. I need to see how you feel in your lower back, in your walk. So just get up, go and come back 4 steps. Just see how you feel and come back. All right. Okay, so let's come back. We'll sit comfortably. And we're going to basically place 2 hands. Right? So one hand is on the bone in the front. Okay, one hand is on the bone in the front. The other hand is behind at the beginning of the buttocks. Okay, the other hand, can you get up and show me once? Okay, like this. So one hand is on the bone in the front. The other hand is at the beginning of the buttocks, near the tailbone. That's it. That's all we're keeping. Don't poke. Gently place your hands. That's all. Okay? All right. Cool. So feet on the floor, feet firmly on the floor. Sit down. So feet firmly on the floor. Okay. Nicely. Keep your feet wide, legs wide, feet on the floor. Mona, sit down. It's better if you sit down. Yeah, because with standing, no, gravity takes effect and muscles become very tight. All right. Okay, so one hand on the front, one hand behind. Very nice. Just become aware of this region of your body. Just become aware of it. Between your two hands, you are now holding your ability to create and your ability to cleanse. So the ability of the body to detoxify and the ability of the body to take the evolution forwards to procreate is sitting right here. And we also hold a lot of emotions, a lot of stress here. Okay, so just acknowledging it's a very precious part of the body. बहुत ही आदर से, with a lot of respect. Take a deep breath in, लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए from your nose. And breathe out of your body. Breathe out of your mouth. Very nice. Take another deep breath in from your nose. एक और लंबी गहरी सांस लें. And breathe out of your mouth. मुंह से छोड़ दें. Acknowledging it as an integral part of your body. And knowing that it is full of health. This place is full of health. It is full of nourishment. So remember something that makes you smile. जिससे भी आपके चेहरे पे मुस्कुराहट आ जाए, याद कर लीजिए. Very nice. Take another deep breath in. एक और लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And breathe out of your mouth. मुंह से छोड़ दें. Once again, breathe in from your nose. And breathe out of your mouth. मुंह से छोड़ दें. With a deep sense of gratitude and respect, we will make the A sound. सादर आ की ध्वनि करेंगे. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. I'm feeling very grateful for this area of the body. I'm feeling very happy. Slowly, you can remove your hands. धीरे से हाथ हटा लें. And just sit comfortably and observe whatever is happening. Just be okay with it. Just become aware of whatever is happening in your body. You may feel happy. You may feel light, free. It may feel new. कुछ नया लग रहा है. Just be okay with it. Feel your feet on the floor. ज़मीन पे पैर को महसूस करें. Feel your feet. Very important to ground when you're doing these techniques. Feel your feet on the floor. So this technique, you can do this whenever you feel you need it. Okay, I'll not give you a specific indication for it. But if there is a tendency to be constipated or you're facing a bit too much stress at work or at home, do this. But when you do this technique, you notice there is a silence. Thoda sa na, something just settles like this. So when you do this technique, remember to keep a few minutes. You may feel like closing your eyes. You may feel like just sitting and observing what's happening in your body. It's all fine. Okay. So don't be in a hurry. Don't do this in a bus stop. Bus aa gayi, bhago, bhago. So don't do that. Do this and then just settle. Okay. Yes, this can be done every day. No problem. Okay. You can also keep your hands here and you can orient to a place of health in the body. Wherever you're feeling good, you can also take your attention to a place in the body where you feel good. Okay. It's one of the most potent areas in osteopathy, we call it. It's called a fountain of prana right there. lot of blood, lot of nerves. It's a very potent area. So it's nice. You can also do this technique lying down. If you feel like doing it lying down, you can turn to one side. Okay, otherwise your hand will get crushed. So you turn to one side, one hand on the bone in the front, one hand at the back, and you can do this technique. Okay, is everybody doing fine? You're all doing okay. You all did it right. I was looking at all of you doing the technique. बहुत जरूरी है, very important to ground. ठीक है, feel the ground underneath your feet. ऐसा फकीर जैसे बैठ के नहीं करना. Don't sit on a chair in the air and do this. You will like go a little too high. All right. So ground yourself, and then when you feel like today, though I kind of got you out of it in a few minutes. Sometimes you may feel like just sitting there for longer. And then when you want to come out of it, slowly wiggle your toes. Thoda sa पैर की उंगलियां हिला लीजिए, हाथ की उंगलियां हिला लीजिए, and then come out. Okay, it takes you into a very deep space. You know, this is a hold we do for pregnant women. It is that powerful. So when pregnant women in the 3rd trimester, 2nd trimester also, there is another life, you know, there's a baby inside. So there is sometimes it's anxious, no, it's anxiety. Am I doing it right? Am I doing right in my pregnancy? Am I taking care of my baby? So then this is one of the most beautiful things we do to calm the women down. You don't do this on pregnant women, okay? So these techniques are for 18 plus. Avoid working on pregnant women because they have their own, in fact, they have a hormone called relaxin. उनका body एक नया hormone produce करने लगता है. The function of that hormone is to relax them. That's why they're very chilled out, pregnant women, because they have a new hormone called relaxin. So don't mess with pregnant systems. But just saying that it's a very nice hold. They love it. It's very, very nice. Okay, good. So do you have any doubts from what we learned today? Palm is paining while putting on the tailbone. You can keep it like this. Don't put it like this. So, you know, you don't have to put it like this. You can simply keep it like this. ऐसे भी रख सकते हो. Right? You can also keep it like, you don't have to keep it like this. Whatever is comfortable. The idea is to just connect with that place. Okay, any other doubts? Is everybody doing fine? Did you do your homework yesterday? How was it? I didn't ask you in the beginning. How were your energy levels? How was your sleep? Ankita, how is your shoulder? If you're doing for other person, they should also be in sitting position. Better. When you stand, gravity takes over. When they are lying down, see, this is so relaxing, no? You will fall asleep. Okay? The idea of these techniques is to come back to body awareness. So it's best if they're sitting, guide them to do it themselves. You don't do it for them. Okay, these are very personal areas. As you can't just shove your hands, just guide them to keep their hands, and okay, it will really help. How was your sleep? How were your energy levels? Okay. So today we have worked with deeper organs, no? So you may have a little bit of, okay, all right. So let's see how your shoulder feels by tomorrow, next few days. I'll stay in touch with you. So because we have worked with deeper organs and abdominal organs, they have their own character. Like the liver has its own character, spleen has its own character. So I want you to, so today's homework is, I want you to notice how is your mood. How are you reacting / responding to the same situations as before? One. Second, how is your bowel movement? Okay. Often I have people come in saying I had like the amazing potty of my life. Okay. When we work with the gut, then a lot of things fall into place. So I want you to notice how is your bowel movement, thirst levels. You may feel like drinking more water, less water. So same. Okay. So mood, digestion / bowel movement, thirst, and energy levels. Okay, you may feel a little tired If you feel tired, please rest. Again, Superman nahi banna hai, right? You're not going to clean your house. You're going to take it easy. Okay? You're working very hard. Lot of awareness, lot of fascial work and all. So it'll work. Okay. Do you have any questions? If you have any questions, you can just raise your hand. I'll unmute you. Also, if you want to share your experiences, you have any questions, you can also ask in the group. Yeah, Mona, 1 second. I'll just unmute you. Yeah, go ahead, please.
One thing I want to ask, when you are touching the pelvic bone in front and tailbone behind, do we have to press the tailbone and feel, or we can just keep our hand over there?
You are just pressing it to find the location. Once you have found it, you relax your touch.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
You don't have to put any pressure.
We need not press that. We'll just keep our hands in that area. That's all.
That's it. That's all. As long as your hand is around that area, it is fine. I made you press it because I wanted you to feel it. That's all. Now that you know where it is, you just gently place your hands.
Okay, one more thing. Yesterday, someone was asking about snoring. Actually, yesterday I had very good sleep, and that snoring part is there. I never used to snore before, but now from past 1 or 2 months, there's lots of snoring.
Okay, so the technique for the sternum that we did, sternum technique for the diaphragm, it opens up the whole midline. So in osteopathy, actually, we make people extend their necks. You don't need to do that. You do the techniques for the sternum, ribcage, and the diaphragm, and see if there is a change in the intensity of snoring. It should change.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah. Yeah, Murli, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
For the snoring, they can be done like before going to sleep every day.
Yeah. See, the point of these techniques is, anyways, I'll tell you today itself because we have 2 more minutes. The idea is you don't do more than 4 techniques a day. So these are about 26 to 28 techniques. So in a whole week, you have covered the whole cycle. Okay. So every day you do like 4 techniques. Time doesn't matter. You can do it at any time of the day. You can do it when you're working. You can do it at night. And yeah, you can do it before night. The sternal release, the diaphragm and all that you can do. It should help with your snoring. It helped with mine. I used to snore a lot. It helped with mine. So it should help with yours also.
Okay. So only the 4 techniques I can do every day. I mean, to see how the snoring is.
See, nobody has time now. So the point is to not give anything that is more than 10 minutes. Like I personally believe in workouts that are not more than 25 minutes and generally relaxation that is not more than 10 minutes because I'm already doing pranayam, yoga. My whole sadhana section is separate. So 4 to 5 techniques is good. It will not take you more than 10 minutes. You may have certain favorites. So you can do those and then add a few others so that you don't forget.
Okay.
All right. Sunny, आप unmute कर लीजिए.
So I have a question about lower back pain. Usually, like once in a year, I have like explosion kind of thing. वो इंडिया में बोलते हैं ना चक्कर वो आती है और disabled like at all. I have to for the entire day on that road. So इसका कुछ है क्या lower back pain?
So you know the intestine technique that we did. So lower back pain na comes because of many reasons. One is हमारा पूरा जो gut है, our whole gut, stomach, intestine, they hang from the spine. Literally, they hang from the spine, the lower part, the lumbar region, they hang from there. So if there is a lot of tightness in the gut, that can also create back pain. If there is weakness of muscles in the back, it can create back pain. If the pelvis is tilted forwards or backwards, that can also create back pain. So what exactly is causing yours? I don't know, but the technique of the intestine, jo humne aaj kiya, functional release, and the pelvic hold, the last hold that we did, no, hand in the front, hand behind, these 2 should give you a lot of relief. Tomorrow we will work with the rest of the lower part of the body. So tomorrow we will do technique for the hips, technique for the side of the hips, and all of that. So that also will help. पर आप ये जो है ये दो आप आज करके देखिए. So if you have a tendency to get back pain when you get up in the morning, then you do this before you go to sleep and see how you feel in the morning. ठीक है. And another is, I hope you are resting your knees. सीधे मत सोइएगा. Take a thin pillow under your knees. It helps to maintain the curve of the back. Usually we have a tendency of stretching out the legs and so उससे strain पड़ता है lower back पे. एक पतला सा तकिया ले लीजिए घुटने के नीचे. Okay, that will help. Okay. Let's see. My dad snores a lot. Far distance, snores while sitting. Will these techniques be effective? Also, he complains about acidity, constipation. So you try with the diaphragm and the pelvic release. It should help. But if this has been going on for a long time, see, snoring also begins if a person puts on too much of weight. Then also there is pressure that is coming back. But you can start off with the techniques for sternum, diaphragm, and the gut and see if it helps. Okay. No problem, Dave. No problem if you have to attend. No issues. We'll help you out. Just keep us updated. Okay. All right. Everybody else doing fine? Okay. You can reach out to us if there is anything that's uncomfortable or something. The WhatsApp groups will not be closed. Usually हम क्या करते हैं? We usually keep the WhatsApp groups open for like 1 hour after the workshop. But this is a small cute group, so we'll keep it open. Please don't post forwards, good night, good morning, good afternoon messages. It is specifically for the group. So if you have any questions, you can post there. We will keep it open until tomorrow night. So if you want to share something or you have any further questions, abhi nahi aa raha hai yaad, baad mein yaad aayega, you can reach out to us. You can also reach out to Sampath personally as an admin. He usually has the phone. I don't have so much. So you can reach out to us also. Cool. Otherwise, you're feeling okay? Yeah? Good. So drink lots of water. Take care of yourselves. Remember the homework. Bowel movement, thirst, mood, energy levels. Be aware of it. Tomorrow we'll go live 5:20. We'll start. Tomorrow is last day. So we'll do lower 1/3 of the body. जो बचा है ना अभी शरीर का उस पे काम करेंगे. Okay, lower 1/3. All right. Gratitude awareness. I didn't understand gratitude awareness. Awareness exercise. वो आपको करना है तो आप कर सकते हैं. आप क्या बता रहे थे विजय जी?
I mean, आप बोले थे कि at the end we'll do that today, right? Grounding exercise.
वो किया ना. वो last hold में किया.
Okay.
That's all. So tomorrow I'll also give you 1 or 2 more things that you can do. For today, this is enough. Tomorrow we will actually go to different parts of the body and find out where health is and work with it. For today, this is thoda sa we did. Rest we will do tomorrow.
And one more thing is, I have always say when I lift my right hand, there will be a click sound. I mean, there is no problem with this, but only the click sound will be there. But on the left side, I don't have anything.
Okay.
Only one thing.
You could just be having, it could be simply because of the ligament. Actually, for a few days, do this. I don't know. He did it wala na.
Okay.
And then just see, and the lengthening of the clavicle. 2-3 दिन करके देखिए ना आपको कैसा लगता है. ठीक है? Okay. All right. Okay, everyone. We will meet tomorrow. We begin sharp 5:30. 5:20 we'll go live. If you have any questions, write, share in the group also. Take care. Bye-bye.